Usually, I'm the one down there, but tonight, Baruch Hashem, I'm here. There was once a person walking up a mountain. As he's walking up the mountain, he sees he's going to meet some obstacles. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard to get up to that mountain. He climbs and climbs. As he's in the beginning stages, he says, this is not going to work. He goes a little bit more. A young fella comes right next to him. Says, sir, you're going to need help? I have a GPS, flashlight, water, the map. I can get you up there. I live there. Rabbi Isai, being here this Shabbos is above emotional for me. This man walking up the mountain is Gershy. The person coming up on my left side, or my right side, that is Renewal. You guys all getting standing ovation. I wouldn't be sitting for that. Every one of you, on both sides. I'm going to give you firsthand, not sure if I've seen it by Renewal events yet, I may be the first one, but I'm going to give you a personal firsthand what dialysis is all about. Dialysis is literally electric chair. It is 3 to 4 times a week. It is 5 hours. It's a half hour before prep, half hour after. Until you get your koiches back, is already a ganzen Tag done. The day is over. You come home, I default to the couch, bed, recliner. Every single time I was in dialysis, every single time, there was either a Buddha dynamis in the room, in the dialysis center. This guy got a cramp. This guy needed blood. Hatsula, ambulance, 911. The guy disconnected machines. Action every single day. I went to dialysis. I left 8:30, 8:45 in the morning. There was not a day which all my kinderless were waiting by my door. Tati, goodbye. I did not know if I'll make it through or not make it through. It was not easy. And so it was when I came home. I, Baruch Hashem, have 5-year-old twins, Angel and Michael at home, standing by the window like this, waiting for Tata. And I had kids in camp. The day that I was dialysis, they were sitting in the bunk, no activities. Tati has dialysis. The sense in the house is unbelievable. Before I start, I want to thank you for the organization and everybody there. I'd like to thank my spine, my rock, my Vab Abdezat, If not for her, I wouldn't survive a day. Sitting by the Tehillim 5 hours while I was away, and texted me on 5-hour button, are you done, Gershy? That is my wife. Devari, thank you for everything. I'm just going to start for 1 second, giving you a message from my Rebbe, Ramot Steiner, and he told me after I received the kidney. When I went in before, he said, Rebbe Kemmer gave my brucha. He says, Gershy, I'll give you 1 brucha. Nitzes Gesundheit. And Baruch Hashem, I've been using Gesundheit. He added 1 more thing. He says, I'm begging you, when you make the brucha Asher Yutzar, take your time, say it slow, word for word. The boys, I don't know if you know, I mean, everybody gave a kidney. You're all tzaddikim here. Tzedek is on this side. This is the only brucha in the Torah that you say the words Lifnei Chisai Chovedecho. There's no other brucha in Kol HaTorah Killer that you meet the Eibishter by a brucha. When you come out of that bathroom, people have that, take that paper towel, we have to aim to the garbage. The bottom line is, we have no idea what's mind the brucha shkiyutza. Take your time, say it slow with kavuna. And all of you, Met Hashem, will have arichas yom b'shulun Torah. Now let's get to the wonderful and most wonderful organization in Renewal. I'd like to start thanking the whole office. I may leave out some names, but when we came to run on the office, the right side, the back, Sham the Shchina. The person sitting there, his name is Reb Chaim Steinmetz Schlitter. Besides Reb Chaim, which is a wonderful Baal Machnas Oilech, every time I came to the office, he offered me a can of sardines. Thank you so much, Reb Chaim. The bottom line is, Mihu Ish HaChafetz Chaim. There is no person in the world like Reb Chaim Steinmetz. Right across his desk sits a special Rebbetzin. While she works and while she uploads information of donors, Rebbetzin Lefkovich, the ladies' side should give her a loud round of applause. The job she has done, I've been in the office Chanukah. When it's time to share and start with the Einiglich and the Kinderlich, she sits there on overnight, waiting for a donor to be approved, and the procedure should go on tomorrow. This is Mrs. Lefkowitz. I'll go on to the David Shisha, who called me right away after. David, with the Master Zochen, is a tzaddik, a walking malach. I'll move on to the modern Orthodox Rabbi Josh Strum, as we all heard of. Rabbi Josh Strum is my chavrisa. He called me 2 days after I was diagnosed with severe kidney disease. Gershy, can we learn every day? Thank you, Rabbi Josh. I want to leave out Menachem Friedman, who was there from the first second in the recovery room. Travels the world to cure everybody. Menachem Shoyach. That Moshe Gewurz Schlitter. And if I leave anybody else out, please, there's about 25 people working in that office. People don't know. 2 floors of Maluchim in that office. Va'achron Chodev. I was 12 hours in the hospital. I get a WhatsApp. Should we just come up on the screen for a second? Moshe, you have it? This is Mendy Ryan texting me. I'm not sure what the WTH stands for. Maybe it's Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not sure. Maybe you knows. I'll take the results after. I'm not sure. Maybe device. Okay. Wednesday, Thursday. Holy. Yeah, exactly. So this is Mendy Reiner. 12 hours after me he was on a flight to Israel. Gershy, I am ready to jump in. The only thing I don't understand is he says, I always loved you, which I never knew there was a little gap. But Mendy, I have dealt with organizations throughout my 28 years in the production entertainment field. There is no other CEO of organization that sends that to a friend. Mendy, Bistat Sadek, 1,200 and change kidneys under your belt. Hashtag Telteku, the speaker of the Vice Life. Have a nice afternoon. I'm giving you a hug right now. Now boys, this is all just, I'm sorry, the beginning. I'm going to take a few more minutes. Now I'm going to start the start of my donor. I'm making a shtickle disclaimer. Whatever I'm going to say right now is not for my respect or who I am. And I'm not looking for COVID. I'm just saying it because it's part of the story. Baruch Hashem, 28 years, ago, I was Bucher Miri Yeshiva every single day from 1 o'clock and on. The Mechushness Lulav Shulam picked me up from Miri Yeshiva. We traveled from there to prisons, hospital, memorial hospitals, wherever Chai Lifeline sent us. We were there. We left the guitar in the patient room, in the big cholim room. We had my phone number. Whoever wants, please call. We will use it for you. This was 28 years ago. This went on for years. I was, Baruch Hashem, a bucher of 23 years old when I got engaged. And from the 18, which my older brother got married, till the 23, Baruch Hashem, I said no to every shidduch, because the reason being that I dance in front of nurses. I go around the hospitals and they do mitzvahs, but Gershy counts in front for nurses. So my father and mother were very tzibrochen. I even had in front of my father and mother's house, they threw pashkavil on me. I have it in my office. My wife knows where it is, Mitzvah Hashem. That's going to go after 120 to my gravesite. But mafashem, bavashen, it's not the point. The bottom line is, I continue doing what I have to do. Approximately 20, or about 18 years ago, between the B'Kecholim calls, there's a special maidel that was diagnosed with a machla. Her name was Malki Waldman. In Borough Park, Azisa Maidel. She was my very close patient, let's call it, because her father was very close to my father. They got in the closing book together. So I did the most I can for this girl, and she was very appreciative. Every time we sent Thursday singers to memorial, and Friday we sent singers to the house when the mother comes home, able to cook Shabbos. It was Thursday, Friday. This went on for like 3-4 years. After 3-4 years, she was turning 12. She sends me a letter, Gershy, Baruch Hashem, I am 12, I'm being bas mitzvah. I think I'm running out of being entertained. I've had everybody in the book. I can't thank you enough what you did to me. Let's start to do Purim, Chanukah, Lag Boime, so on. So we did the Yom Kippur, those special days. Then we lost contact. Baruch Hashem got married, and so on and so forth. We lost. Fast forward 16 years ago, I went out a little bit of the music line. I went in Baruch Hashem. Mindy got me busy with renewal events, and we started doing full events, from soup to nuts, from lighting, music, the whole event. So I started doing more than that. Baruch Hashem, fast forward, every meeting that on Baruch Hashem, I was diagnosed with severe kidney disease in November. Every meeting that I had with Reb Chaim Steinmetz and Mrs. Lefkowitz, Baruch Hashem, I was late. Because I felt, I know Mrs. Lefkowitz, I know Reb Chaim, they know me. So I'm Kim Femonsi, so it was late. Hour late, 2 hours late. The bottom line is, I was wrong, but that's what happened. It comes the day of the procedure of my kidney transplant. We get to the hospitals, I get to the elevator, 6:01. My wife and myself walk out of the elevator. The whole entire floor is jammed. That admitting nurse had a bad night. As Reb Chaim says, she never had a good night. So I gave Reb Chaim a kamaya for Reb Shaila Kastira. I told Reb Chaim, I want you to, we'll get to that story in a minute. The bottom line is, we get to the floor, the whole entire floor is full of people. Reb Chaim spots me all the way in that corner, in the right side corner. He says, Gershy, pinkt hand after Zambats happens? I said, Reb Chaim, not today, when then? And Reb Chaim says, hey, look what's going on, nobody's in the room. I see a man standing on my right side, and he's shying away, he's moving. So I asked Reb Chaim, who is this? He looks at me, he says, Gershy, frag nicht kan Schals. This is it. Don't ask questions. This is it. Reb Chaim doesn't speak to me that way. I said, Reb Chaim, is this my donor? He says, Gershy, I told you once, don't ask questions. He gives me a wink with the eye. I get the whole story. I started feeling the emotions in me. I knew I don't want to go to surgery without saying thank you to my donor. something that my father and mother Baruch Hashem instilled in me, which is Akud Toiv. I'm not going to go to surgery without saying thank you. He says, Reb Chaim, this is my donor, if this is my donor, can I please go say thank you? Right next to Reb Chaim is Melinda, the transplant coordinator in Montefiore, a very special person. So they start talking, yes, no. Reb Chaim says, Melinda, I know Gershy. He has a good mouth, let him go. Let him say thank you. This Melinda says, I'm not sure about it because he's a little bit, I'm not sure what backing out. He's like wobbly. His wife is home with 2 kids. A 25-year-old Ingeman, his special wife is at home taking care of 2 kids. I'm saying special because if not for a wife, a spouse wouldn't be able to donate a kidney. So special thanks to her. And the other way around as well, if not a wife, a husband wouldn't be able to donate. So Bibles are equal. The bottom line is, he's a little bit wobbly and shaky. So I said, Reb Chaim, I have brieven for my kinder. I have letters of all my 7 kinderlich and my wife. I want to say thank you. They go back and forth. So Reb Chaim Shlita wins the fight. He says, Gershy, mach schnell, do it quick. Here comes the kicker. I go over and he's already all the way shying away. And I walk over. I said, Shalom Aleichem. My name is Gershy Moskowitz. Chadu brieven für meine Kinder in my lab. I would love to give it over to you. He says, as soon as I say that, he falls on my left shoulder and he starts crying. And Reb Chaim and Melinda and my wife are watching this happen, but they have no idea what's transpiring here. And then Reb Chaim is already saying, I told you not to go to, you have to go to this and my wife has no idea what's going to it. My donor is on my shoulder crying away. He says, Gershy, who you are, in Yiddish, I know exactly. Wer die bist, weiß ich pinklich. Wer ich bin, you know very well. Who I am, you know very well. You may have forgotten. I said, I'm sorry, ich kann nicht ahnen, wer du bist. Until he catches his breath, he says, my name is David ben Shloime Waldman. My Schwester is Malki Waldman, which 18 years ago, you sent Thursday, Friday, singers to the house. Gershy, Agus, Volta. As Mendy has been saying entire Shabbos the message, a ganze Shabbos noch a Masse, Mendy, you're 100% right. Was me tittet me for sich, but it didn't do it for me. The Eibisch hat gehabt andere Cheshbonis. The bottom line is, he tells me, Gershy, I just told Melinda that, I am jumping on my bed right now to give you my kidney. My wife is on the bench, saw David, somewhere over here, I'm going to meet him soon, saw his way down to surgery. My wife says David danced his way down the surgery. Literally danced. David joined the Tanzer organization by 16-year-old. He's 25 now, can I know. He said, I want to be, I'm not saying this is a big shot, he said, ich will sein wie Gershy Moskowitz, was getan von meiner Schwester. By 16 years old, he joined the Tanzers. He hasn't missed a day since the 16 to go to Chayil Yisrael. The Eibusher took what I missed those years. The Eibusher says, Gershy, here you have a kidney, what you missed out. So I'm just saying, it goes 180 degrees. David Shkoyer, Rebbe from Shkoyer, all of you tzaddikim, thank you. This is just a little insight of the story, what I went through with my donor. I'm just going to leave you with the shortest and the sweetest bracha was Ken Zugen Ein Zach. You, everybody, every single donor, Mendi di Avavad is L'chol B'nai Yisrael Hoi Arba Moish V'Saichem. It should be always light in your house. So Najan kan tinkel too. Unfortunately, a day that goes on dialysis. That's was nicht kan ahnen, was a sad day that is. So like alle muss an lichtig in Or is Rosh Taibas alle Vasen Renewal or Reimer. So, Taiba Shelf, and that's what my größte Zluch was it's a Gitterwoch. And that's my final growth for tonight. And Shkoyach Mendi from Moskowitz to be part of the program and give me the strength to come back again. And Taiba Shelf, no geht Sachen ganz Leben für jeden ein.
Gershy threw a little wrench in here, and he put up that picture of WTH. And my son Shapsi is asking me, what does it mean? It means Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You only go a halbe Tug Chayde. It's Wednesday, Thursday, and a half a day Friday.
Well, you can just put up the other picture. My boys, I look at the screen for a second. Seeing is believing. I just want to show you one thing. The person in the circle is my donor when he's 6 years old. Right next to him is Malki, who was 8 at that point, and Baruch Hashem now 24, with 2 gesinnte kinderlich, married for 4 years. Right on top of that is Shlomi Gertner, who is singing Nissim for Malki, and right next to him is Gershy Moskowitz. This is 18 years ago.